guys, it's Charlene. I'm going to be making 2 stamping only cards today. Super easy. I have the Paws and Purrs stamps and dies and the Tail Waggers stamps and dies. I'll start out here with the kitty cats and I'm going to stamp all of these. These are really nice rubber stamps, super detailed, so they work great for this style of card. I'm going to do this in a rainbow, so I'm going to kind of separate these out. I'll lift this up with my lid and I'm going to bring in my Distress Oxides. I've got Kitsch Flamingo here for my first cat, so I'll get this nice and inked up. Flip my plate over and make sure to get some good pressure. Look how cute that little Siamese cat is. I like to do a second stamping to build up the color. Now we've got some carved pumpkin, which is a nice bright orange, and I decided I'm just going to move my stamps out of the way as I go to make this easier on myself. Now, stamping with Distress Oxides, you want to put your finger there in the middle of the back of the ink pad just to make sure you get some nice pressure when you're putting the ink on the stamp, because it is a felt pad. So we've got our nice orange kitty cat here. I'll do a light second stamping, and now I'm bringing in some squeezed lemonade. I do change that up later. Mowed lawn is for our green, and then I'll bring in some Mermaid Lagoon. I love this blue. It is so beautiful, bright, and vibrant. So we've got all our kitty cats. I'm going to die cut them using the coordinating dies. Remember, I said I changed the yellow one. I went from the squeezed lemonade to a mustard seed. It just shows more of the detail. So I'm going to arrange these in a swoop here from the top left to the bottom right, and I'm going to pop them up with foam tape. So this is a super easy card design with stamped images, is to do that kind of left to right going down on the diagonal. This layout works particularly well with more organic type of stamps like animals or plants, things like that. And you do want to try here and there to get the stamps to overlap or touch. It gives it a nice look. For our sentiment, I'm going to stamp out a couple of different ones from the You've Got a Friend stamps. These are great for your friendship cards and go really well with these animal cards. Cut those out with the dies. I think any of them would look great, but I decided to do this thanks for being a great friend because I can tuck it in there in between the yellow and the green cat, and I think that adds a really nice touch. So I finished up this first card. You could add embellishments if you wanted to, but I think it looks great as a simple, easy stamping only card. Now I'm going to come in and do a second card, this time with the Tail Waggers. I picked out 4 of them and did 2 in gathered twigs and 2 in black soot. So I'll cut those out with the coordinating dies, but I am going to dress up the background on this since we're just working with blacks and browns. So I have here the Paws embossing folder, and this is a 3D embossing folder. It gives you absolutely gorgeous texture on the background of your card, so you can see all of those cute little paw prints there. It's super fun. But I'm also going to bring in this cute pattern paper here, and that's going to pull in the browns that we have from our 2 stamped dogs. But I'm not going to cover the whole thing with my embossed background, just part of it. So I'm adding glue on the back to part of it on the flat areas of that embossed paper. And then I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches along the bottom with that paw print. Always a nice thin strip of cardstock in between 2 different kinds of cardstocks is going to give you a nice look. So now I can just use my paper trimmer here and trim off the excess portion of that embossed panel. You can see the back of that pattern paper there looks really cute too. So such a nice transition from those embossed paw prints to the printed paw prints. This also would look really cute if you did some twine around the center with a bow. I've got foam tape on the back of my dogs. I'm not worried if they're perfectly level on those paw prints back there. I just want to make sure to arrange them so that there's even spacing all the way across. So you can see the tie-in from the brown dogs and also the tie-in from the black dogs with that strip of black cardstock we did. We're also going to tie in some black with our sentiment here. So I used one of the sentiments I already stamped. I added some foam tape on it, and now I'm going to put it in the bottom right hand corner. I did bring in 2 of these cute little red clay hearts to add a tiny little pop of color, and I think it just finishes off the card and makes it look really nice. So another super easy card layout with just stamping. Here's our finished card, super cute with all of that fun background. And let me bring our first card back in here so you can see the difference. They look completely different, but both follow those same principles of just doing a line across the card with some stamped images. All right, guys, I hope that you picked up some tips and tricks today. Please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell so that I can continue to bring you more crafty content in the future. Until next time, happy crafting.